Hey, you donkey! Think you know food? You call yourself a foodie? Well, get ready to ditch those soggy chips and lukewarm tea because we're about to embark on a bloody delicious journey around the world. We're talking culinary capitals, the Michelin-star metropolises, the street food superstars. From Tokyo to Paris, New York to Bangkok, we'll be exploring the 15 best cities for food lovers, and trust me, you'll be booking your plane tickets faster than you can say service. So buckle up, you bunch of hungry hippos, and get ready for a wild ride through the most incredible food destinations on the planet. Listen up, you Muppets. Our first stop is Tokyo, the dazzling capital of Japan. This city's got more Michelin stars than the bloody Milky Way, and you better believe the food lives up to the hype. First things first, the sushi. Forget that prepackaged supermarket rubbish. We're talking melt-in-your-mouth, fresh-off-the-boat sashimi that'll make you question every single California roll you've ever eaten. And don't even get me started on the ramen. Rich, flavorful broth, perfectly cooked noodles, and toppings that are a bloody work of art. It's enough to make a grown man weep with joy. But Tokyo's not just about fancy restaurants, you know. The street food scene is where it's at. Picture this: steaming hot takoyaki, crispy okonomiyaki, and yakitori skewers that'll have you licking your fingers and begging for more. It's a culinary assault on the senses, and frankly, you wouldn't want it any other way. So loosen your belts, because in Tokyo, you'll be eating your weight in deliciousness. All right, you baguette-brained bandits, let's hop across the globe to the City of Lights, Paris. This place is a culinary Disneyland for anyone who appreciates the finer things in life, and by finer things I mean buttery croissants that are lighter than air, and pastries so beautiful you'll want to frame them. But don't think for a minute that Paris is all sweets and sunshine. Oh no, this city's got a dark side, a savory side, and it's filled with Michelin-starred restaurants serving up dishes that are so exquisite, you'll need a dictionary to understand the menu. We're talking perfectly seared foie gras, escargots swimming in garlic butter, and steak frites that will change your definition of perfectly cooked. But listen, you don't need to break the bank to eat well in Paris. Grab a baguette from a local boulangerie, find a sunny spot by the Seine, and enjoy one of life's simplest pleasures. Just make sure you don't drop any crumbs, you hear me? All right, you lot, listen up. We're diving headfirst into the concrete jungle, the city that never sleeps, New York City. This place is a bloody melting pot of flavors. From greasy spoons to Michelin-starred joints, this city's got it all. You can't come to New York and not have a proper New York slice. Thin crust, crispy, and perfectly foldable. And don't even get me started on the bagels. Freshly baked, chewy, and smeared with whatever your heart desires. Next up, the pastrami on rye. A mountain of juicy, peppery pastrami piled high on rye bread. And for dessert, you're in the home of cheesecake. Rich, creamy, and decadent, it's the perfect way to end a day in the Big Apple. Next up, we're off to Bangkok, the land of smiles and a bloody good time. And trust me, your taste buds are in for a wild ride. This city is a street food paradise, a symphony of aromas and flavors that'll leave you craving more. Forget your fancy tablecloths and silverware, the best food in Bangkok is served on the streets. From sizzling woks to steaming bowls of noodles, the sights and smells alone are enough to make your mouth water. And the best part? It's cheap as chips. Now let's talk about pad thai. It's the national dish of Thailand, and for good reason. Noodles, tofu, shrimp, all tossed in a tangy tamarind sauce. It's a flavor explosion in your mouth. And if you're feeling adventurous, try the som tum. A spicy papaya salad that'll wake up your senses faster than a strong coffee. Bangkok is a city that lives and breathes food. It's a place where you can eat like a king without breaking the bank. So ditch your reservations, grab a stool at a street stall, and prepare to be amazed. Barcelona, Spain, a city known for its stunning architecture, vibrant nightlife, and of course its incredible food. And when it comes to food in Barcelona, it's all about tapas, those little plates of heaven that are meant to be shared. Now, tapas aren't just food, they're a way of life. You belly up to the bar, order a bunch of different dishes, and share them with your mates. It's a social, convivial way to eat, and it's bloody brilliant. And the best part? There's a tapa for everyone, from the pickiest eater to the most adventurous gourmand. You've got your classics like patatas bravas, crispy potatoes with a spicy aioli, and tortilla española, a thick, savory omelet. Then, there's the seafood, fresh from the Mediterranean Sea. Think plump prawns, grilled octopus, and juicy mussels. Don't even get me started on the Jamon Iberico, that melt-in-your-mouth cured ham. Barcelona is a city that knows how to eat, and tapas are the perfect way to experience the best it has to offer. So grab a glass of Rioja, order up a storm, and get ready for a culinary adventure you won't forget. Alright, you lot, get ready to loosen your belts because we're about to dive headfirst into the culinary gladiatorial arena that is Rome. This ain't no pizza and pasta pit stop, though those are bloody fantastic here. We're talking about a city where every mouthful is a history lesson, a love affair, and a religious experience all rolled into one. First off, the pasta. Forget your overcooked bland mush. In Rome, pasta is treated with the respect it deserves. Perfectly al dente, coated in sauces that'll have you licking the plate clean. Carbonara, amatriciana, cacio e pepe, each one a masterpiece. Don't even get me started on the gnocchi, light fluffy pillows of potato-y heaven, and then there's the gelato. Forget your ice cream, this is the real deal. Intense flavors, creamy texture, it's like a party in your mouth and everyone's invited. You'll be scoffing it down faster than I can yell, it's raw! And for God's sake, don't even think about leaving Rome without trying the artichokes. Fried to crispy perfection, they're the perfect snack to munch on while you wander through the ancient streets. Listen, Rome is a feast for the senses, and you'd be a donkey not to savor every single bite. So put on your stretchy pants, grab a fork, and prepare to be amazed. Right, you lot, buckle up because we're heading east to Istanbul, a city where the food is as vibrant and captivating as the city itself. This isn't just a meal, it's a bloody symphony of flavors, a sensory overload that'll leave you begging for more. We're talking about spices that'll ignite your taste buds, aromas that'll lure you in from streets away, and a melting pot of cultures that have created a cuisine unlike anything you've ever experienced. Think succulent kebabs grilling over open flames, the intoxicating scent of spices filling the air, and the tangy allure of freshly squeezed pomegranate juice. And don't even get me started on Turkish delight. Forget those gelatinous squares you find in supermarkets. This is the real deal. Bursting with flavor, delicate, fragrant, and the perfect way to end a meal. And for a real taste of Istanbul, get your hands dirty with some street food. Durum, lahmacun, simit. Each bite is an explosion of textures and tastes that'll have you wondering why you haven't been here sooner. Istanbul is a city that demands to be explored, one delicious bite at a time. So, ditch the guidebook, grab a fork, and get ready for a culinary adventure you won't soon forget. Listen up, you donkey, we're about to hit Mexico City, the mecca of street food and a fiesta for your taste buds. This ain't your average Tex-Mex, we're talking about the real deal, bursting with flavor and spice that'll have you sweating and begging for more. First off, the tacos. Forget your hard-shell nonsense, we're talking soft, pillowy tortillas piled high with succulent fillings. Al pastor, carnitas, barbacoa, you name it, they've got it, and it's all cooked to perfection. And don't even think about leaving without trying the esquites, a street food masterpiece of grilled corn, cheese, chili, and lime. But it's not just about the tacos. We've got mole, a complex symphony of flavors that'll blow your mind, tamales steamed in banana leaves, and pozole, a hearty stew that'll stick to your ribs. And for a sweet treat, churros dipped in thick, rich chocolate sauce. Mexico City is a culinary playground, and believe me, you'll want to try everything. So grab your sombrero, loosen your belt, and get ready for a taste explosion that'll have you shouting Viva Mexico! Right, you lot, listen up. We're off to Mumbai, India, a city that's a bloody assault on the senses in the best way possible. Forget your Michelin stars and fancy plating. Mumbai's all about the hustle and bustle of street food. This city explodes with flavor, more vibrancy than a Bollywood dance number. First things first, you've got to try the vada pav. Imagine a spicy potato fritter, deep fried to perfection and stuffed inside a fluffy bun. It's the kind of snack that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. And don't even get me started on the chaat. This symphony of textures and flavors, tangy, spicy, sweet, and savory, will blow your bloody mind. And if you think you can handle the heat, step right up and order yourself a plate of vindaloo. This fiery Goan curry will have you sweating and grinning at the same time. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you can stand the heat, you're in for a bloody treat. But Mumbai's not just about the street food, you donkey. You've got everything from traditional thalas piled high with fragrant curries, rice, and naan, to incredible seafood dishes. And for dessert, dive headfirst into some creamy kulfi, a traditional Indian ice cream that'll leave you feeling satisfied and ready for your next culinary adventure. Next up, we're jetting off to Hong Kong, a city that's basically one giant steaming kitchen. This concrete jungle is a melting pot of culinary brilliance. You can't go to Hong Kong without experiencing the art of dim sum. Steaming bamboo baskets piled high with delicate dumplings, savory buns, and other bite-sized delights. Every dumpling is a masterpiece. But Hong Kong's culinary scene goes way beyond dim sum. Make your way through the bustling night markets. The air is thick with the scent of sizzling meats, fragrant spices, and sweet treats. So loosen your belts, grab your chopsticks, and get ready for a culinary journey that'll leave you wanting more. Right, you lot, pack your bags. We're off to Marrakech, Morocco, a city that's like stepping into a scene from Arabian Nights. Marrakech is a feast for the senses, with the scent of cumin, saffron, and ginger. You can't miss out on the tagine. It's the national dish for a reason. These stews are a symphony of flavors. Head to Jama El Fna Square at sunset for a culinary spectacle. The square comes alive with food stalls and tantalizing aromas. And don't forget the pastries like honey-soaked chabakia. Listen up, you bunch of hungry tourists. This is Lima, Peru, the culinary capital of South America. Forget those sad, soggy fish dishes you call ceviche. In Lima, they elevate it to an art form. Fresh, vibrant, and bursting with flavor. It's bloody brilliant. And don't even get me started on the fusion scene. Japanese and Chinese influences blend seamlessly with traditional Peruvian ingredients, creating a culinary explosion that'll blow your bloody mind. From causa rellena to lomo saltado, Lima's got something to tantalize every taste bud. But be warned, you lot, this isn't some amateur cooking show. You're in the big leagues now, so ditch the tourist traps and head straight for the local markets. That's where you'll find the real gems, the hidden culinary treasures that'll have you shouting delicious in Spanish. So put on your adventurous pants, grab a fork, and get ready to experience the culinary roller coaster that is Lima, Peru. You won't be disappointed, you donkey. Alright, you lot, pack your bags, we're heading stateside to New Orleans, Louisiana. Forget those bland, boring dishes you find up north. New Orleans is a melting pot of flavor, a culinary symphony that'll have you dancing in the streets. Get ready for a taste of history with every bite. We're talking about gumbo, jambalaya, and those spicy, soul-satisfying po' boys. And don't even think about leaving without trying the beignets, those fluffy, sugary pillows of pure indulgence. But listen carefully, you Muppets. This isn't the time for counting calories. New Orleans is all about embracing the richness, the spice, the sheer indulgence of it all. So loosen your belts, grab a drink, and prepare to experience the true meaning of Southern hospitality. New Orleans is a city that lives and breathes food. It's a place where every meal is a celebration, and every bite is a revelation. So get ready to eat your heart out. Listen up, you bunch of hungry travelers. We're off to Sydney, Australia, a city with a culinary scene as diverse as its wildlife. You want fresh seafood? They've got it coming out their ears. Literally. Prawns the size of your bloody hand. And don't even get me started on the multicultural food scene. Sydney's like the United Nations of flavor. Chinese, Japanese, Thai, Italian, you name it, they've bloody nailed it. And they haven't forgotten their roots either. Aussie lamb? Forget about it. Cooked to perfection. Now, if you want a real taste of Sydney, get yourself down to one of their many food markets. The aroma alone will make you drool. From kangaroo burgers to crocodile skewers, they've got something to tantalize even the most adventurous palate. Just don't tell the bloody health inspector I sent you. So, pack your bags, loosen your belts, and get ready for a culinary adventure down under. Sydney's waiting, and believe me, you won't leave disappointed. Alright, you hungry lot. We're heading to Seoul, South Korea, where the food is as vibrant and exciting as the city itself. And trust me, this ain't no place for picky eaters. Korean cuisine is all about bold flavors, fiery spices, and getting your hands dirty. First up, Korean BBQ. Imagine this. Sizzling strips of marinated meat cooked right in front of you on a fiery grill. Add some kimchi, a dollop of gochujang, wrap it all up in a lettuce leaf, and boom! You've got yourself a flavor explosion that will blow your bloody mind, but it doesn't stop there. Seoul's street food scene is legendary. From tteokbokki, those chewy rice cakes swimming in a spicy sauce, to gimbap, those delicious seaweed-wrapped rice rolls, your taste buds won't know what hit them. So, if you're ready for an adventure in flavor, Seoul's the place to be. Just be prepared to sweat a little because this food is hot. And I'm not just talking about the spice level. There you have it, folks. 15 cities that will make your taste buds dance. From the delicate sushi of Tokyo to the fiery curries of Mumbai, we've taken you on a culinary journey around the world. Which one are you adding to your foodie bucket list? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more delicious content. Until next time, get cooking.